The sixth way to truly enjoy your life, not only to move beyond struggle, but to live a life that is worth living, to have a life worth living and to have no regrets, is to balance your passion and joy with your duties and obligations. Because what most people do is that their duties and obligations leave no room for their passion and their joys. And so I'll take that art class, I'll go learn this, I'll play tennis, or I'll do something that's nurturing and healthy and sustaining, that is my passion. Once I get all my duties and obligations met, that'll never happen. We've elevated duty and obligation, we've denied passion and joy. And in order to live a life without regrets, nobody on their deathbed says, you know what, I wish I would have done more on my to-do list. They always say, I wish I would have made time to do what I wanted to do, to explore my joy and my passion. And joy is the fulfillment of your preferences. That's what brings you joy. And so to explore your joy and to awaken your passion, what passion is that which you lose yourself in, where you become one with whatever you're doing. If you have a passion to paint, the artist who's a passion for painting, they lose themselves. They go outside of time and space. They become one with the creative flow of their soul, and they lose track of time and space, and they become one with the colors, and they create. And before you know it, time's gone by, and they create this amazing thing it's like channeling it. That's passion. Passion is that which seeks to become one. Literally, sex, passion, seeking to become one. The ultimate passion is when your soul seeks to become one with your spirit. And when your soul and spirit seek to become one with God, Goddess, all that is, to come home. To come home is what the ultimate passion is, to experience the oneness of the universe and of life. But you can get a taste of it through these other little passions that you have in your life. Tennis is one of my passions. I love it. I love tennis. That's one of my passions. Some people are musicians, and I wish I had that gift and that strength. My brother does. He's much more musical. I was the visual kind of artist, the creator on visually, but he was more musically. And they a music person, a person in music, they lose themselves in that music, and they become one with the music, or you become one with the art. That's passion. But people say, yeah, Michaiel, I'll get around to that. Yeah, when I retire one day, I'm going to go to Europe and have a great time, and I'm going to go there and love, and just really, I don't have time for it now. I don't have time in my life to enjoy it. I'll do that once I retire. Yeah, try going to Europe in a wheelchair. It's real fun, real fun. It's the journey, not the end. It's not about, wait and hold off on my passions and get all my duties and obligations. And you need to make time for your passions. You need to make time for your joy, because that's what replenishes your soul. It's what feeds your soul. And like I said, I'm a very spiritual person. I'm not a religious person. I'm very spiritual. And you do have a soul and a spirit. And that soul and spirit is what is the key to living a life that is overflowing with freedom and joy and love and compassion and intimacy. That's what we all seek and yearn deep down inside, but are never taught to value those things. We're taught to value our ego. We're taught to give all our power to our ego. We're taught to do and not to be. Who do you want to be? As I mentioned in the beginning of this class, to balance your to-do list with your to-be list. I want to be a person who's enough. I wake up in the morning, I'm going to choose, I'm enough. Instead of what can I do to become enough today? What can I do to prove to other people I'm enough? To get validation, to get their approval. That's not being enough. So that is the sixth lesson of a life worth living, is to balance your passion and joy with your duties and obligations. It's not either or. I'm going to get rid of all my duties and obligations and just follow my passion and joy. No, you need both. You need both. But most people elevate duties and obligations and totally wait till one day to explore their passion and joy. And when you bring them together and you balance them, first of all, your duties and obligations won't be so dreadful. You'll enjoy them more because you're going to be a different person. So that's the sixth lesson.